Gunther starts yelling at Vinci, which I thought was kind of funny. Like Gable hits hits Kaiser, and then Gunther just immediately starts turning to Vinci, like, "What is he doing? It's your
He's
fault,
pissed off at him.
piece of shit." Anyway, so moving on, we get Kaiser versus Chad Gable, and finally we got something good on Monday Night Raw. Imperium comes out, and Gunther, he immediately goes to the announce desk and stands atop it, as he's wont to do. He says, last week, Chad Gable made history. He says, Chad Gable became the first man to beat the Ring General, Gunther, in more than 500 days, by countout, in a championship match.
Yep, he pointed it out.
Technically, Chad Gable may have gained a victory, but in reality, he won nothing. I'm still standing here as your Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. But Chad Gable has achieved one thing, and that is pissing me off. Gunther then starts shouting in German. Like he goes into a whole tirade in German. It's great. Now Chad Gable has my attention. Now Chad Gable has my focus. And if Chad Gable is the last thing between me and my rightful legacy, so be it. Next week, Chad Gable will challenge the Ring General, Gunther, for the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship on Monday Night Raw. But just like Chad Gable is not going to beat me next week, tonight he's definitely not beating my best man, Ludwig Kaiser. And then Chad Gable's music hits. Gable says he normally come out and just shush Gunther, but he's actually making some good points, like how he's the first person to beat him on the main roster. Gable says he found a way to win, and it only took him 10 seconds. Next week, the title's on the line, and I'm not taking it in 10 seconds. I'm taking it in 1, 2, 3. But that's next week. Tonight, Kaiser, Master Gable's going to carve you up Memphis style, baby. And then the match starts. So then Gable, of course, starts off wrestling. Gable hits a cannonball on the Kaiser outside the ring, and Gunther starts yelling at Vinci, which I thought was kind of funny. Like Gable hits Kaiser, and then Gunther just immediately starts turning to Vinci, like, "What is he doing?
He's pissed off at him.
Shit." There's a sequence where Gable was holding an arm lock, which was really awesome. Like Kaiser threw him, and he would just hold on to the arm. Thought that was worth noting. I could have done without Otis playing Kool-Aid Man from the floor, and of course the camera cutting to model girls' reactions that absolutely added nothing to the drama, the story, or the match.
Didn't need to. She's hot.
Fair enough, but come on, they could work her in better than that. Gable hit some really awesome belly-to-belly suplexes. They were rolling belly-to-belly suplexes. And then at some point, Gunther just left ringside for absolutely no reason.
They said he was so irate
that
he just left because he couldn't see anymore. He was just that upset.
Vinci was pissing him off by Kaiser's performance.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that part. So then Gable hits a moonsault on the outside to both Kaiser and Vinci. Kaiser survives an ankle lock, and then Kaiser goes for his finish, but Gable counters into a German suplex. And then just before Gable wins, Vinci jumps Gable for the DQ win. Then Otis starts beating on Vinci. Kaiser and Vinci beat up Otis. Vinci and Kaiser then start beating on Gable. Gunther comes back to the ring. Then Gunther, he pushes Kaiser and Vinci away. He's like, "Get the fuck off of him." Then he goes for the powerbomb on Gable. And Gable, with his last bit of moxie, strength, will, what have you, he rolls into an ankle lock on Gunther. And then Gunther's henchmen just start beating on Gable. And then Gunther, furious, grabs Gable and he hits him with a massive powerbomb. And Gunther and Imperium, they stand tall over Chad Gable as he's withering in pain. And my only question is, how the fuck is this not on Payback?
I don't know. For me, no, I liked the match. It was a great match. It just felt like it was forever. It felt like they were wrestling for, like an Iron Man match.
I'm okay with that.
I was like, golly, can this be over already? Not that I enjoyed the match, but it just felt like, I don't know. I was ready for more sports entertainment, not wrestling.
Fair enough. No, it was awesome in every sense of the word. The only thing that didn't make sense to me, regardless of the reason, just Gunther leaving and then coming back. That's kind of weird. But I think this was the best segment in Raw. I think
there we go.
I think Gable's little moxie was awesome. He's not going to go down without a fight, and I think this is Gunther's best feud on the main roster so far. It might be his only feud. His only real. Well, he had Riddle.
Yeah, he had Riddle, and yeah, that's pretty
Sheamus.
much it.
Sheamus.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, because they threw McIntyre in. I mean, that was last year, but
Well, it was Sheamus first, and then
Yes,
he wrestled Ricochet and others, and then he went back to Sheamus and McIntyre at WrestleMania.
that little stint with Braun Strowman too, where he was literally running from him.
Yeah, but they made up for it on the actual match, which makes absolutely no sense as to why like Gable would give him any trouble. But whatever, still good matches.
Because he's an Olympian.
Braun Strowman's isn't he an Olympian too?
No, maybe not from wrestling. It's from strongman.
Yeah,
If he is, it's a different skill set. Talking about Olympic wrestler, that's like you want to go to UFC. Khabib, he was an Olympic wrestler, and if he got you on the ground, it was game over.
I just know he wrestled bears. That's all I needed to know. I don't give a shit about any other accolade. He just have to say, I wrestled bears. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You do. I actually like him. He talks plainly.
Well, there you go.